Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it.
On 3rd down, Harmon. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, ready. Yeah, Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, high 7. 58, come on. Any weapon.
Shoot. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that Browns first down.
On the ready. Mike 51, Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time.
They run it with Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down. Harmon complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
54. Mike, 54.
On 1st and 10, Harmon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Back to throw. Harmon, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Harmon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
20-yard line.
The Browns Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Break. 51. All day, dog. Double time. Even. 4 down. Even.
Lg. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Yep. Hey, Foxtrot. 58, Mike. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A big play there for Cincinnati. 85 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, He's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
A draw play now. Lg. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Carmen. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Harmon. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Back to throw. Harmon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result. Compounds
the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Harmon. And Thomas has it. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
In your face.
From the gun, Harmon. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Looking to throw. Harmon. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. Harmon. It's Kelsey on the ground. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Balaj. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Go. Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You draw perfect.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got nothing. Hey, Delta.
Mike 51. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now they try the right side here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on 3rd down. Harmon. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Harmon. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Check nickel.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
You got set. 15 money. 50 the money. Come for you.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harmon. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Browns' 5-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Harmon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelsey. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Lg. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Yeah, let's get set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Yes. Hey, Charlie.
51, Mike 51. Hey, check.
Say go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Zoo.
51 to Mike.
Go.
51 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Deep grip.
They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
4 down. Check. 49, check 49.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike, check 33.
35.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
gain of 17 yards.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Browns 10.